Hi guys. So welcome to my first um, Sunday. I haven't really kind of thought of a name for it yet, but something like Sunday chill out, ask me anything type of thing. I'll think of a name. I'll think of something exciting. I just want to say though, so I'm all kind of like dressed up. This will not be what it's like every week. It's only because I'm going out later tonight. So I just wanted to say that. There might be some weeks that I look like death walled up, and you might be wondering, "Where's Charlene? Can we see Charlene, please? That's not Charlene." Anyway, so let's start. So I've done my best to sort of take away certain details, so we don't know who these people are. And I've mixed up some of the information as well, so you really won't know who they are. So the first question, actually, before I start, what I do want to say is thank you to all the people that have sent messages through to me. Um, I'm not going to be able to read them all out, and I will do my best to come back to you shortly. But I just want to say thank you. I just want to kind of recognise and acknowledge those people that have sent messages in. You might see my dog in the background. Apologies. I say apologies because she would normally bark at the wrong time. Okay, let's start. So my partner and I have been married for 12 years. He would love to be intimate every day, and I would be happy once every few weeks. I'm glad when my period arrives and notice that I start arguments to allow me more time to not have to have sex. Um, I know we can't continue like this. What can I do? So this is quite a common issue that I come across quite often, and not just in my professional life, but also with family and friends as well. So I suppose the stereotype is that in a heterosexual relationship, that the man wants sex like 10 times a day, and the woman will be happy with sex like once every 2 weeks. Now I often then say to women, okay, if you think about a sexual experience that you've really enjoyed, and it might not necessarily be something where you've had this experience as such, but it might be even like a fantasy, where the sex is exactly how you want it, everything, the foreplay, whether it's oral sex, whether it's toys, whether it's lubrication, whatever it is, everything is on point how you want it. Would you then say you want to have it every other week or every month? Now, the likelihood is that if it's really pleasurable and you're really enjoying it, then it's likely that you probably would want it a bit more frequently. Now, I'm not saying that you'd want it like every day, 3 or 4 times a day, because we're kind of busy. You've got to get on with other things. But you'd probably find that you want it a little bit more. So I think it's about having a conversation with your partner to explore what you want sexually, how you want the sexual interaction to happen and how you want it to take place. If, for example, you feel like there's not enough foreplay, then you need to be able to have that conversation with your partner to say, look, this is the kind of sex I want, this is how I want it to look, this is how I want it to feel. Sometimes some women will say to me that their guy will do foreplay, will sort of perform foreplay for all of 5.5 seconds, and you can just tell that they're really eager to start the penetration. That's a conversation that needs to be had with your partner, because the idea of foreplay is that you slow things down a little bit, you enjoy the journey, you're more present in your body, but that goes for both of you, where you're both enjoying the process, you're both enjoying the journey. Sometimes the focus can be on reaching the end, to the extent where you're not recognizing that you're not really in your body, you're not enjoying the feeling, the sensation. You're sort of holding your breath and kind of just waiting to get to the end, as opposed to breathing through, like breathing that sexual energy through and enjoying that connection with one another. Can you look into each other's eyes? Can you slow things down? Can you be more gentle with the touch? There she goes. Can you be more gentle with the touch? Things like that are really, really important. Okay, Kiki. Okay. All right. They've heard you. Okay. All right. They've heard you. Okay. And that's really, really important. Another thing that's really important is to look at the quality of the relationship. What's going on in the relationship? What is stopping you from wanting to have a sexual connection with your partner? If, for example, just talking a bit louder because the dog started to bark a little bit more. If, for example, you notice that within the relationship that you don't feel heard by your partner. So you want to present an issue to them and they're just dismissing it, or they're saying it's your fault, or they are, you're saying I want to spend a bit more quality time with you, and they're like, I can't be bothered, and they've gone down the pub and they come home late at night, and then it's like tapping you on the shoulder saying, let's have a bit of sex now. That's probably the reason why you're not really feeling it. So sometimes you have to be really honest with yourself and think, what is it about this relationship that just doesn't make me feel like I want to be really close to my husband or my boyfriend right now, or I don't want to really connect sexually and be really vulnerable? Because if you can't be emotionally vulnerable with your partner, to expect yourself to be physically vulnerable, it's slightly unrealistic, right? So the key is to really be in a position where you can have a conversation with your partner. You can say, look, this is how I'm feeling about work. This is how I'm feeling about my family. This is how I'm feeling about the children. This is how I feel about how messy this house is and how tired I feel. Those types of things help you to feel closer to someone when your partner is able to say to you, you know what, babe, I'm really sorry that I wasn't there to help you. Let's look at a plan. Let me see how I can help you, how I can be more of a support to you. Those things are really, really important to help with the connection. Sometimes we expect to be connected to somebody or to feel that connection with somebody, but we don't really feel connected to them. So you want to be physically connected to somebody, and you want to just be sexually confident and have sex the way they have it in the movies, but you're not in a happy place with each other, and that's really important. And I understand that these questions or this kind of conversation can be difficult to ask or to answer, or to have a conversation like this can be difficult to have with your partner. However, maybe have a think about date nights. Can you create like a fun date night that kind of creates a relaxed, intimate environment so you can start to broach this topic and speak about your sex life and your relationship? There are also various resources. So there are sex quiz cards, and so if you go onto my website, I've got some sex quiz cards there that I've designed. Online, there are relationship cards. There's a really good website called weshouldtryit.com, and they have, it's a questionnaire, so both you and your partner could fill out this questionnaire, and then you match your answers with a yes, no, maybe, like, would you try this, have you ever tried this, what are your thoughts about this? And it helps to just generate conversation in a fun and relaxed way. So have a try with some of those and see how you get on, and please do leave your comments, and let me know how that's gone for you. I'd really be keen to know your feedback on that. Okay, so tune in next week, as I'll be going through some more questions. Please do let me know if there is anything in particular that is quite pressing for you. You can WhatsApp me, you can DM me. There's so many ways to stay in touch right now, so do please get in touch, and I look forward to connecting with you again. All right, lots of love.